How's it going, everybody? I'm Justin Taylor, and welcome to this chat party for the quarterfinals of the women's basketball in the Olympics taking place in Paris. Spain versus Belgium about to tip off in just a little bit, and glad to have you guys here. We're going to have a little bit of a good time. In just a second. All right, there we go. So they've already announced the starting five for this matchup. Let's go and take a look at it one more time. If you are not tuned in for the broadcast, you can also follow along with live stats on FIBA.basketball. But for Spain, Laura Gill, Leonor Rodriguez, Mate Cazorla, as well as Megan Gustafsson and Maria Conde. Maria Conde. As for Belgium, Elise Vermet, Antonia Delaire, Emma Messerman, Chiara Linkson, and then Julie Venlo. Those are the starting five for each team. Both teams have really done well to kind of get to this point in the World Cup. Take a look at how Spain has done. And in their games, they've had close games, but they've gotten the wins. Overall, a 90-89 win over China in the first game of the group phase. And then Puerto Rico, they get a win over them by 1 point as well. 70-62 win over Serbia. So that was a good game for them to get a win on. And now here they are in the quarterfinals. If we take a look at Belgium and how they've got to this point, they had to face a few interesting teams. They did not have an easy route. They had to face off against Germany, and they had a loss in that game, 83-69. And then the United States beat them as well, 87-74. But they got the win over Japan, 85-58. This is going to be a tough game for Belgium as they're facing off against one of the best teams in Europe. But there's tip-off, and Belgium will start with the ball. So it looks like Belgium will start by working the ball around the exterior. A three to start the game. Knocks it in. Wow. What a big shot. But Messerman knocking in the three. Spain able to get a quick response by moving the ball quickly around the perimeter, get to the inside. And it's another 2 points. Oh, another three for Belgium. Messerman off to a great start with this game. 2 3-pointers. Megan Gustafsson was credited with the bucket for Spain to start. So it's 6-2, and we're only a minute in. An off-balance shot. And Rodriguez was off on her shot. Vermet with the layup. Wow. Drove right down the middle of the lane, able to find some space. Both teams are really working the perimeter and then punch it inside. Perimeter, punch inside. But Belgium so far, that's the first time they've really punched it inside. It's mostly working that perimeter, get the three, and Messerman has been their go-to. If you're here for the chat party, go ahead and talk in the chat with me a little bit. You can ask me some questions about the event going on with the Olympics. You can also ask questions about me or about these teams, and I'll do my best to answer those questions. Spain trying to answer with a three of their own. Not able to get it to drop. Belgium off to a great start. They're going to cone the credit for the steal for forcing that turnover. And now, personal foul by Linkson. It was on the fast break, going up for 2. Linskin's actually, I should say, call for the foul. Con was just on a drive to the basket. She decided to switch hands. Oh, you watch the replay. She got knocked in the head a little bit. Unintentional, but it's part of the game sometimes where unintentional plays like that do happen. Still, Spain cutting into this lead. Goes 1 for 2 at the line. Wow, on the interior with the post move, she just got 3 defenders around her. Just right there in front of her. She gets the post move, fades it, and just knocks it in. And that was Laura Gill. Linskin's just working the interior. It was a drive from the wing. Gustafsson, oh, the defensive stop by Messiman with the block. If you're enjoying this broadcast, join this chat party, make sure to leave a like. Click the bell to be notified anytime FIBA goes live with any of its thousands of broadcasts. And during select events, this not being one of them, you can watch basketball games for free that they broadcast. It's worth checking out. They just got through broadcasting the U17 World Cups, men's and women's. They just finished up the U18 Eurobasket, and right now U18 Women's Eurobasket is in play. So you could check that out. A fading 3. Wow! Belgium. Van Loo. And like it says, it's a step back 3. Oh, man. This is a very talented bunch. And all the momentum is with Belgium. Just ripped away on the spin move. Hill gives to Gustafsson. Excuse me, no. Thought that was to Gustafsson, but now Gustafsson has it in the corner. She nails a 3 from the corner. They are whipping the ball around quick. If you had watched, slung it to get it into the interior, to give that little oomph behind it to make sure it got to the intended target. I'm surprised we got a 15-10 game right now. As Rodriguez makes the layup on the interior. It was a great pass as it worked it down the floor. Wow, Dilar. I'm watching a little bit behind what the play-by-play is giving me, but Dilar just put up a impressive step back. There's like step back after step back in this game. Oh, wow! Cazorla gets an open 3, but it was an interesting situation just because. Bank shot for Belgium. They're keeping this lead. Spain is slowly cutting into it, though. So you got to watch for them to get that done. But it was Ramet who had fallen backwards, and it was in a way that It looked like maybe she had gotten struck unintentionally, but it still gave plenty of space for Cazorla to hit her three. Belgium is cooking, yes. They are putting up the work. Now, they got off to a great start, got the separation, but now what they need to work on is, we're over 4 minutes into this game, is maintaining the lead. And they are not doing that, as it's 19-16, now 21-16, as they get this 2 points. It was real close to being a three for Van Loo, but her foot was on the line as she was fading away. Oh, corner three, Spain. So Cazorla just putting up some work, putting up some big shots. Messerman. It's all step backs. That's what I see. I mean, if we look over here at our play-by-play, step back two by Messerman, step 2-point fadeaway by Van Loo, step back 3-pointer by Cazorla. Front of the rim, no good on the shot for Spain. They're going to get a second chance with the offensive rebound. Off balance, and now a 5-on-4 opportunity for Belgium. Tried to throw it to the basket. Looked like an alley-oop toss, but just overthrown. 800 viewers, just shy of it. Thank you for joining us. Hello to Sooner Splash, as they said hey earlier in the chat. So Messman's out of the lineup now, and it's going to be interesting to see how she does, how Belgium does without her in the lineup. They still have plenty of threats in their lineup who have been doing plenty of work. But Messman has 10 points. Right now, 10 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist with a block in there as well. While Spain, they've got 3 players that are kind of mainly doing most of the work. Cazorla, she's knocking down 3. She's 2 for 2 from me on the arc. Gustafson has a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer. And then Maria Kahn, she's got a 3-pointer and a free throw. Oh, what a pass. It was almost overthrown. If she can make that fade, it would have been a beautiful play overall. Just off the mark. Quick whip over to the corner to Lara. Able to knock down the 3. I love this score, 26-19. A 1-2 team is leading over a 3-0 team. It's not unheard of. And an example that I can give, just at any level with these international basketball games, let's go to the U17 Men's Basketball World Cup. Italy started out 2 losses, 1 win in a very competitive Group C, and in the end, 3 of the 4 teams from Group C were in that final 4 of teams. The one team that wasn't in that Group C that made it to the finals was Team USA. But Italy, they worked their way all the way to the finals and was able to earn silver. So don't count any team out, because you can kind of think of the group stages as a bit of a warm-up. Show the live? Well, unfortunately, not able to do that. But you can take the time to go take a look at the Olympic website, and you can find out more information on how you can watch it locally. It's going to be a foul on the inside. Let's see if they're going to call that foul. It's number 24 for Belgium. That's going to, excuse me, number 25, Massey, I think. If not, it was number 34, Billy Massey. And it looks like it was Billy Massey, number 34. Layup on the inside by Gustafsson gives 2-point for Spain. That chips away at the lead, making it a 5-point game. Just put a mirror in the background so you can see. Nope, can't do that. Backdoor pass. Just a little off the mark on the pass. Creates a uncomfortable fade situation. Belgium is defending pretty well. They're making it tough for Spain to make shots. Mainly, the biggest thing that I've noticed is they are forcing turnovers. We take a look at the box score. Spain, they've already have 4 turnovers in the game. 3 of those are from steals. So a great pass. It was a driving kick underneath the basket, and I love seeing plays like that where you drive in and you're drawing all the attention to yourself, and either in the block, in the corner, someplace, somebody's open because of the rotation of the defense, and you're taking advantage of it. And that's all that happened on that play, was an underneath pass. And it was just a good pass by Ortiz to Gustafsson for the 2 points. Over 1,300 viewers, thank you for joining us. Let's see. Oh, what a 3 at the buzzer, Gustafsson. Oh, taking a look at her numbers. Gustafsson right now sitting at 12 points. She's got 2 3-pointers. She's only attempted 2 of them, so she's perfect from beyond the arc. 5 for 7 from the field. She's also got 3 rebounds, so she is performing great. She's going to have some good numbers if she continues on this. Belgium's going to have to find an answer for her if they want to maintain this game in their favor. Right now, it's a tie ball game. We'll have to see Belgium get off to a great start again. Gustafsson all day. Megan carries Spain by herself, and that's what I'm saying. You really have to stop Gustafsson if you want to get this win. You can't have a player already having 12 points in this game, almost half of the scoring. You have to recognize that and slow her down. Now, unfortunately, you got to find the balance in it. Messerman, they're showing her stats right now. She's perfect from 3 as well. And she's got 10 points, so she's been helping with keeping Belgium right in this game. If you're enjoying the broadcast, make sure to take the time to leave a like. We already have 35 likes for the broadcast. Always appreciate all of your support. Or can you watch it live? Well, it depends on your region. You need to go ahead and take a look online. Olympic website should have some information for you. As for me, I'm pulling my feed by watching Peacock here in the United States. They have it available on their streaming service. But you can watch all the games you want with their service. Not able to get the screen. Con will have to pass it off. Gustafson, another 3. Again, if you're not going to stop her, you're not going to get this win. So now Belgium, they're going to try to work the perimeter if they can. Screen, drive. Messerman takes a 3. She's not able to knock it down. So Messerman's 2-point shot, it wasn't a 3, it was a 2. She was off balance. She ended up on the ground because she was so far off balance. But I was about to say, she ruined her perfection from 3. What a find! Backdoor cutter. Massey was on the backdoor cut, and she got the 2 points, and now lead's been cut down to just a 1-point game. Van Loo was on the drive to the basket whenever she kicked it off to Massey. Araujo. Oh, it was a beautiful attempt. It's a difficult shot to do. It's the reverse layup, and while defended, you really have to be perfect with your shots. What an off-balance, beautiful shot from Massey for 2. Chatting with Chad. Good to see you in the chat. And chatting with Chad, mentioning about the Australia-Serbia game. A large win for Australia in that matchup. Ortiz was just able to bounce off of Vermette, just for a little bit to find some space, and then Vermette came in, committed the foul. But Ortiz, what a beautiful move, trying to just find enough space to make a move. And now first free throw is good. Just barely rimmed out. Could have been 2 for 2 at the line, but only 1 for 2. It's a tie ball game. Oh, wow. Van Loo is being told by the officials they went off of her leg. She got very animated and very much in the face of the official. And if she wasn't careful, that would have been trouble for her. Luckily, she's already backed off. And it went back to play. An offensive foul was called by Cassis. And look who drew the foul, Van Loo, excuse me. So, commits a violation and then draws a foul on the other end. Working that elbow, finds a mid-range space. But Messerman is now struggling a little bit in this game. If we go to her box score, she's doing all right. She's got 12 points, but she's 5 for 8, so she's been missing from the interior. And then if you watch, the coach just got real animated. Terenz got called for a traveling violation. Beautiful screen and beautiful play. She went a bit wide on it, so the defender had a chance to really come back and get in front of her. And Araujo called for the foul. She was able to get back in front of Delare. Excuse me, Linkskins. But she goes 2 for 2 at the line after drawing the foul. I will have to say, one thing that I've kind of noticed with this venue, I love the inside the arc design that kind of goes with the Olympic look. It's its own special basketball design, but it goes with the overall design of what they've put forward for basketball here in the Olympics, giving it a unique view and a unique feel for this event. Oh, Messerman receives a pass, just has to catch it with her fingers and then spins around, goes up for 2. She's got 14 points. Emma Messerman. And now Messerman playing defense too. Big block. Looks like Rodriguez and Cazorla are into the lineup for Ortiz and Casas. And we already see, as play-by-play is just a little bit ahead of the view that I've got. This pass to the corner. Torrens takes the 3, but you got to give credit to that great defense by Ramet, excuse me. Oh, there is so much frustration from that coach. It looks like he's arguing a little bit with the official, but also, yeah, he's shouting out to the official. He needs to be careful. He'll get called for a technical foul if he's not careful, if he doesn't ease up on it. Linkskins on the interior. She's going to have an and one opportunity. Rodriguez just commits the foul. She was, wow. The power of Linkskins able to get that post move to the basket. Rodriguez, that's her first personal foul. So it makes it a 3-point play. Belgium expands their lead back out to up to 5. Now, the largest lead that Belgium has had is a lead of 8. Rodriguez drives. She tries to answer after committing the foul on the other end. Not able to. Belgium has a chance to expand their lead. Oh, my goodness. Big 3-play. Ramet back to an 8-point lead. That's their largest lead of the game. We'll have to see if they can hold on to it, because they had this lead of 8 in the first quarter, and Spain just started clicking. They started finding ways to chip away at the lead, and they tied it up at the end of the first quarter. It was a big 3 by Gustafsson who tied it up at the end of the first quarter. But it's a good timeout call by Spain, as they don't want this to get any wider of a lead. Oh, I love it. And there's the reaction, if you're watching. It's the reaction of the coach from Spain. And he's been frustrated this game. Spain's not playing up to par in his eyes. And I love what's being said in the chat right now, underrating teams. You cannot underrate any team in these events because they all have very skilled players. And if they can apply a strategy against some of the teams that are labeled as better than them, they have the ability to make it far. So Cazorla got called for her first foul of the game. Got to find a way to get it in, and she does. Sets a screen, moving around the interior, and Linskens takes a mid-range shot. She received the pass from Delaray. Delaray was driving in, kicked it behind her to Linskens, and it was a great two-point shot. Cazorla tries to take a deep three, just hits the front of the rim, goes out of bounds. This is the biggest lead for Belgium at 10, and they're able to expand on it in this opportunity. If you haven't done so already, I suggest you take the time to join the FIBA Discord, discord.gg/FIBA. There's a lot going on in there. There's chats available, including wallpapers that are available. Exclusive giveaways if you're signed up for the FIBA YouTube membership program. You can also talk about different topics, including World Cups, AmeriCup, Next Gen Hoops, Women's Hoops, NBA, and 3x3, I should say. Definitely worth checking out. It's right now in its early stages. Now, if you also sign up for the FIBA YouTube membership program, you can join that by clicking the join button right next to the subscribe button. You sign up for that, you also earn access in the Discord to be able to ask questions to FIBA experts. Belgium is really applying some strong pressure up top, but it's leaving gaps, and now a three attempted and missed, but that was a missed opportunity for Alba Torrens for Spain. She had the open space for the three as the pressure was being applied up top. She was in the corner. Linskens is, oh man, she's just tall. That's what I'm seeing with this. Her teammates are passing it right to where she can reach it right up here, and nobody else can reach that. Nobody for Spain, at least. Gustafsson takes a three, and she's going to miss a shot. Right now, that was her first miss. She's 3 for 4 from beyond the arc, 6 for 9 from the field. She's got 15 points. Delaray stepped out of bounds, but taking a listen to what they were saying and taking a look at the replay. It was the pass to Linskens to give Belgium the 12-point lead. Spain just go home, girls? No, I don't think so. It is way too early to kind of say that right now because yes, Belgium has the momentum, but Spain has some talented players on their roster that can really spark their offense and cut back into this lead. We saw that they were down 8 earlier, and perfect example, big three. Cazorla, she can knock down threes. Gustafsson can knock down threes. You have so many threats on this team. It's back to a single-digit game, a single-digit deficit of 9. But go home? No. It's too early to call it at that point. Take a look at the box scores. Messerman has 14 points. Linkskins has 13. All of her points are from the interior. She also has 3 free throws made, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. For Messerman, her additional stats, 6 for 9 from the field, 2 3-pointers, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, with a steal and 2 blocks. And we saw one of those blocks. It was a big defensive block underneath the basket earlier in this quarter. And Van Loo, give credit to her. She's only got 5 points, but she has 4 assists, so she's moving the ball very well. She's finding open teammates. And as FIBA saying, wish we could show the game, but it's not an option available as this is not a FIBA match. This is an Olympic match. We're just doing these chat parties to be able to interact with you and share what we know and have a great time watching these games. Linkskins is on the outside. She's going to set a screen and roll as she hands it off to Delaray. And wow. Delaray with the layup. And I believe I'm saying her name wrong. Delaire, I believe is the correct pronunciation. I'll double check that in a minute. Gustafsson set a great screen, but she gets overthrown. They keep going back and showing Miguel Mendez, the coach for Spain. He is not happy. Very much. He is not happy with this game. It may take some time during halftime that really going to have to find some inspiration for Team Spain. They just keep showing him. He's just... But they just show the replay on the give and go that was between Deliare. Excuse me. I'm still trying to get that name correct because I know it's not Delaray. That's what it is. Just got it in my ear. Delar. So Delar gave it to Messerman and then immediately cut. And it's a beautiful give and go play that, you know, the give and go is so underrated. No matter how it is. If it's a handoff give and go or if it's a pass and then pass right back. Spain's just struggling from beyond the arc right now. But there she goes. Gustafsson, off balance 2-shot through the contact. She knocks it down. But right now, 7 for 15 from beyond the arc for Spain. They started off with better numbers in the first quarter. Linskins tries to go for 2, gets her own rebound. Is she going to get the shot to fall? No. So, clock winding down. And this game will finish with a 3 attempt. It's going to be off the mark. Cazorla's shot missed. Van Loo put up a shot from center court. Doesn't go in. So I'll tell you what, I did not expect this kind of score, but I will say I'm not surprised. So Belgium with this 11-point lead. So right now we're in halftime. It's been a great game to watch so far. If we look at the box scores one more time, Gustafsson has 17 points. The next closest in scoring is Cazorla with 9 points. And then after that, it's Kahn with 4. So Spain is lacking on their team scoring. They have they have 2 players that are putting up numbers for them, but it's 26 of their 37 points. And you can't have just 2 players scoring that much percentage of your points. And then next thing you know, you've got a player with 4 points, and then 2 players with 2 points, and 1 player with 3 points, and then that's all you're scoring. You've got to get these other players involved. They need to make their shots. 14 for 33 from the field for Spain. Belgium right now is 19 for 30. Now, Spain has knocked down more threes, but Belgium, they have a better shooting percentage, 71% from the field compared to 44% from the field for Spain. 7 for 16 for Spain. They've taken 16 three-pointers, and made 7 of them. Belgium's only taken 7 shots total from beyond the arc and made 5. They're doing well, making sure that whatever 3 that they're taking, it's going to be a good shot. We appreciate all of you joining. Over 2,600 viewers, almost 2,700. And we have 45 likes for the broadcast. Make sure to give it a thumbs up to show support for the FIBA broadcast team here on YouTube. You can also sign up for the FIBA YouTube membership program by clicking the join button below. Some of the benefits that are available: loyalty badges, custom emojis, member-only channels in the Discord server, as well as a member-only community tab. You can also sign up for a higher tier at the starter level and get member-only videos, Q&A with FIBA experts, and then there's also national team wallpapers, early access to videos, you can also get early access to extended highlights, early access to full game replays, member shoutouts in the live streams, and priority reply to comments. And if you take a look at I love the look of that arena. Just the grassy type look on the exterior of the building. They have a entertainment dance going on. A group of 5 men that they're going to do a dance, and that'll be entertaining if you are able to tune in for that. So let's take a quick dive into the advanced stats of this game, and Belgium is led for 16 minutes 28 seconds of the total 20 minutes of that first half. A minute 28 of leading time has belonged to Spain, so not very much time that they have led, and that came pretty early in the second quarter after they came back. Some more of the advanced stats is taking a look at points off of turnovers. They're both getting points off of turnovers, but Belgium has 13 compared to the 9 by the 9 by Spain. Points to the paint, Belgium has 18, and that is due to Linskens just really reaching up, grabbing the ball. What's with the mustache? It's just the look I go with. I'm pretty casual with how I look. So, I like my mustache. It's not the worst thing in the world. Of course, I like it just because I think I look a little baby-faced if I shave. Also, my wife likes me having facial hair, so happy wife, happy life. One of those situations. Back to the stat numbers. Like I was saying, points in the paint, most of that is coming from Linskens. She's doing a great job finding the space and using her height. Her teammates are putting it right only where she can reach it. So it's just perfect plays being performed by Belgium. Again, their two top performers, Linskens and then Messman. Messman is 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. She's working the interior as well on mid-range shots. If we take a look at her shot chart, let me make sure I can get to that. Get to her shot chart real quick. Yeah, her shots, 2 from beyond the arc. She's got a couple shots from the elbow, one made, one missed. Just beyond the left block. And then layups, just 2 of them right in front of the basket. Linskens, she's getting her shots almost exclusively around the interior circle, but she does have a mid-range shot from above the free throw line. If there's any information you'd like me to look up, any stats, anything like that, go and ask me and I'll try to answer it as best as I can. I want to go ahead and take a look at kind of the breakdown of the bracket. The now 7 teams remaining in this Olympic event. Germany, France, Spain, Belgium, Nigeria, United States, and then Australia. Australia already got their win against Serbia. All these games for quarterfinals are taking place today. Again, Australia already got their win against Serbia. United States will be playing later today against Nigeria. France versus Germany. That I think that's going to be the most interesting game to watch, in my opinion. I mean, both teams have 2 wins, 1 loss. Both of the top efficiency players have efficiency rating of 18.3. That's Sabali and Williams. Sabali for Germany and Williams for France. When it comes to their top performers, Sabali has 21.7 points per game. Williams 13.7. You just kind of compare their stats, and they're pretty similar in their numbers, so nothing really stands out when looking at each of them. Germany, for their games, They got a win against Belgium, 83-69. Win against Japan, 75-64. But they got a loss from the United States, 87-68. When you look at France and how they have done in their group stages, their only loss came from Australia, who has already moved on, 79-72, but their wins came from Nigeria, 75-54, and Canada, 75-54. So similar scores for both of those games. Somebody said, I hope Belgium continues. We'll have to see how they do. Spain, they have the talent to make a comeback. Belgium has the talent to keep the lead. Let's see, and we are moments away from returning to the action. Both teams are on the floor with their layup lines getting warmed up for this game for the second half. And as it says on the screen, I would always appreciate if you want to go ahead and add me on my social media at CoachJ2K. I'm available on X, formerly known as Twitter. Well, gameplay is about to resume in just a moment. If you got any questions, go ahead and post them in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer them. They can be anything about the game, or they can be anything as silly as what's with the mustache. So you can ask me almost anything you'd like. Just don't ask for me to share the gameplay feed, because can't do it. Not allowed. It is not in the cards. I am not a miracle worker who can just come up with some type of legal concept that allows me to share the gameplay. So still waiting to see who the 5 to start the third quarter are going to be. You can find all this information at FIBA.basketball, where you can follow along with live stats and other information that's available. It is definitely worth checking out. And something I'm seeing interesting, if you go to Twitter at FIBA, it's actually X, formerly known as Twitter, Pau Gasol is at the game supporting the Team Spain. Beautiful facility there, beautiful city that they are participating in this event at. But Paris is just an overall beautiful city to take a look at, and I would love to be able to visit sometime. But second half about to be underway in just a moment. So it looks like Gustafson will start on the floor. The only player, so the difference in the lineup for the second half Gazorla and Gil will start on the bench. Those were the starters of the first half. Ortiz and Araujo will be on the floor to start the second quarter for Spain. Also with them, Gustafsson and Conde. Looks like Villaro is actually also on the floor instead of, let's see, Rodriguez. So that's another player that's not going to be starting for the quarter. As for the other side of the floor, the 5 starters will start the second quarter for Belgium. Remet, Galar, Messiman, Venlo, and Linkskens. If you haven't done so already, take the time to join the FIBA YouTube membership program. Also, there's a link available on the chat from Nightbot. It is for the Discord. So both teams have missed shots to start out this game. Still, it's an 11-point lead for Belgium. Delar missed on her layup shot, no good. Looks like Ortiz missed with her shot as well. I'm going to take a look at it here. She just drove and was well defended. It was good defense. Messiman got the block. She tried to take it herself all the way, didn't pass it off at all, and just hit front of the rim, no good. Over 3,000 viewers here in the chat party. Thank you for joining. We'd love to see more of you join us and interacting. Gustafsson finds an open teammate. Doesn't hit rim on the shot, so it'll go back to Belgium. Both teams scoreless. Over 90 seconds into the second half. Linskens, she's going to get the first bucket of the game, of the second half, I should say. And Gustafsson looks like on a backdoor cut. Not really backdoor, just down the middle of the lane. She just finds the space and gets 2 points. Again, if you post messages in the chat, they have a chance to appear right here on the screen right below. As Delar credited with 2 points, making it a 13-point lead for Belgium. 3 attempt is going to be off the mark for Villaro. And I love the sportsmanship there. Hermet was on the floor. Ortiz came along, helped up the opposing player. They're not going to upgrade this foul, even though it had a lot of contact to it. She was really aiming for the ball, and Moore just hit the elbow, bumped into Remet, kind of knocking her legs out from under her, unintentionally though, because her main focus was reaching for the ball. So I like the call, keeping it as a standard foul, no upgrade to it, no ill intention. Hermet takes a 3. She'll nail it after drawing the foul. Largest lead for Belgium is now 16. Quick shout out to Tom Hodges, who has signed up for the FIBA YouTube membership program at the MVP level. They'll take advantage of all of the available perks and benefits that are available with the membership. Don't forget to join the Discord channel. You can join it by clicking the link that's right there on your screen from Nightbot, or just go to discord.gg/FIBA. And if you take the time to link your Discord and YouTube, you'll be able to access all those benefits available that are in the Discord. Gustafson tried to go pick up the ball. Instead, her teammate will go get it. It was a close three there for, let's see, Colin. It just rattled around a little bit, not able to get it to drop that well. So it's going to be a timeout real quick. Again, if you'd like a shout out, you can go ahead and sign up for a FIBA YouTube membership program. Memberships start at 99 cents a month, but there's different tiers available. So go ahead and take a look and see which one's right for you. You can click the join button to take a look at those different tiers and see which one's going to be good for you. And just go ahead and take the time to take a look at it. But whether or not you sign up for the membership program, I strongly encourage you to check out the Discord, discord.gg/FIBA. Hey, thanks. Appreciate the well wishes for the stream. So Belgium, the fans are excited. The fans are there. They're excited. The fans for Spain, not so much, as trailing by 18. Still, 16 minutes of game time remaining. So it's definitely not over. But it is a tall order for Spain to fill to be able to get that done. So moving the ball around the perimeter, tried to go with the baseline drive, but Ortiz was cut off. And then she's blocked as she was at the top of the paint. Messiman is going to get called for a travel as she was hopping on one foot. Oh. So, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Messiman was trying to call for a timeout. But players are not allowed to call timeouts. Instead, coaches have to call them. And that's not Messiman, actually. Oh! Oh! Yeah, so I was going off of what they were telling me in my ear, but not Messiman, but Becky Massey. Ow! Oh, what a beautiful moment. Hold on, I'm going to have to take a look at this. I love that sportsmanship moment. So, Spain with the intentional turnover. So, because of the injury, and she was hopping on one foot, she got called for a traveling violation. Spain, realizing, that's not really fair. She got hurt. It wasn't her fault. So they intentionally go out of bounds. I love the sportsmanship at this level. I don't know if you'd see that too many other places. Spain is down. They could have taken advantage of the fact that they were given a free gift of sorts due to an unfortunate circumstance, but I love it. But now, up by 20 for Belgium. They were able to work off of that opportunity. I will say, I like the music that is behind this this broadcast. It is so fun. If you haven't done so already, take the time to check out the FIBA YouTube membership program. I know I've mentioned it multiple times. Looks like the team for Belgium has already addressed the ankle of Massey. They have quickly gotten an ice pack on it and wrapped it up. Under 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Fading 2 for Belgium. Shot was off the mark for Delar. Would love to be able to interact with all of you. Make sure you take some time to write a message in the chat. You can ask me any kind of question you'd like. Gustafson trying to find some space, but Linskens is going to make it tough for her to get a shot up. Linskens tried to use a non-standard screenplay as she was trying to go off of a teammate that was inside the paint. A 3 attempted is going to be no good. Almost thought Gustafson touched it before it went out of bounds, but it is going to be Spain's ball. In the corner, rotates it up to the top. Ortiz will take a shot from the elbow, bangs it in. Down to an 18-point game. Largest lead, I believe, is 20. Let me double check that stat. And yes, 20. And now Delar answers and puts it back to a 20-point game. The scoring runs kind of tell their own story in and of itself. A 12-0 run at a certain point for Belgium, while earlier on, Spain did go on a 10-0 run, cutting into the lead. If they can go on another 10-0 run before the end of this quarter, then they should be in good shape to stay in this Olympic event. Off balance, and that's going to be out of bounds. Belgium will have possession of the ball. Linskens gets the ball on a pick and roll, extending the lead even further. They're going to say last touch by Spain as Ortiz tried to go off of a spin, ran into a defender. Not hard enough that there would be any foul called, but she lost possession in the process of the spin and gives Belgium the ball. Gustafson is out. Ginzo is in for the first time. Torrens into the lineup for Valero. Current 5 on the floor for each team. Delar, Linskens. A turnover by Belgium led to an opportunity for Spain to score. 3 off the backboard, no good. But back to the lineups. Delar, Linskens, Mbaka, Venlo, and Joris. Those are the 5 for Belgium. Joris tried to pass to the inside. Venlo tried to pass to the inside. Overthrew it. It's going to be out of bounds. Spain ball. And for Spain, their 5, Ortiz, Gil, Torrens, Casas, and Ginzo. Linskens is going to go to the bench. What is Spain doing? They're just lacking in offensive scoring. That's really all it is. Belgium has been doing great defensively, And the play that just happened was somewhat of a good example as number 9, Casas drives to the basket. She missed her layup, but it was just a strong defensive presence. Still, Ortiz came in for the second chance opportunity and got the 2 points. And that's what they need to do. They need to get these offensive rebounds, give themselves second chance buckets, because if we take a look, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 players who are scoreless who have taken shots. And if you combine them, we have 0 for 11 from those 4 players. And then we've got players like Maria Condon. She's not playing horrible, but she's not really scoring offensively. She's 1 for 6 from the field. The only players that are truly scoring right now, only one player is really scoring. That's Megan Gustafson. She's got 19 points. Cazorla is putting up a little bit of numbers with 9 points, as well as Mariana Ortiz. But it's not a team effort getting buckets, and that's credit to the defense of Belgium. So Gill with 4 points. She's able to knock down 2 free throws. And I would say that part of it does come from the fact that Belgium is playing good defense and forcing turnovers, but I can't say that too much because Belgium and Spain both have equal number of turnovers. They're both sitting at 12. Mid-range shot for Spain drops in, and that'll cut the lead down to 16. This is what they need, but they needed this a bit earlier. They really needed a defensive they needed a defensive momentum shift that leads to an offensive run. Drive to the basket, kicks it out to the wing. Belgium moving the ball really well. A foul is called, and that's going to be Messman who draws the foul. Laura Gill called for the foul. And if you watch it, it is a foul. But Gill was just right up on her, and so it was a good call for the foul. It was just a frustrating call for Spain. Messman, you see, she's just doing the job that she can. She makes the free throw, misses one, and now opportunity again. You can already see on your screen that Venlo takes a 3, and we see it. Oh! Broke the defender. Got the 3 on a slight, and I say slight, step back. But it was just enough. But a layup by Casas makes the game 67-49. Very tall order for Spain to try to come back in this one, especially if Belgium keeps the momentum they have. Emma Messman, she is sitting right now at 15 points. She is not the scoring leader for Belgium. That's Kiara Linskens. She's got 19 points. And if you watch this game, you'll understand how she's the scoring leader. She's just tall. She's using that length to her advantage, working the interior, and just they throw it to where she can only reach it, and then she goes up and gets the bucket. So Belgium, it's their game to lose at this point. It's only going to be their fault if they somehow lose this, because they only need to make a few shots, really, honestly. We take a look at how the scoring has gone. Spain, the best scoring they've done is first quarter with 26 points. And then it's been all defense second, and third quarter. 11 points scored by Spain, 12 points scored by Spain. Belgium has won every quarter except the first. They tied the first quarter 26 apiece, but 22 points in the second quarter, 19 in the third quarter. All they need to do, they're leading by 18. They honestly just need to get to double digits for scoring for the quarter. Doesn't really matter how well Spain does. There's just not enough time for this big of a comeback unless we just see one of those rare moments where the team winning just really fumbles it and not able to answer. I've seen games like this. The Men's World Cup 2023 last year, we saw Japan get a huge comeback, and that was because the team that they were facing off against, and I cannot think of them for the life of me, they went 9 minutes in the fourth quarter, from the very start of the fourth quarter, without scoring a single bucket, and Japan was able to come back. They were down by a large amount. And that's just how it was. Still, game's not over until it's over. What a pass underneath, but just Massaman not able to get enough oomph behind the shot to get it to drop. So good defense from Spain covering the backdoor pass. Baseline drive, kicks to the corner. They're running out of time on the shot clock. 5 seconds. Mid-range is going to be off the mark as Van Loo gets the rebound. Tipping the ball around and able to be picked up by Gill. Layup. Oh, my goodness. A layup attempt by Torrens. Just kind of hung around the rim and just fell out. I thought for a second there with how that play was going to go for Belgium. Delar was cutting to the basket. She passed it off. There was a defender in the paint. I thought there was going to be an offensive foul for charging, but now 69-49 for this game. So, yeah, I agree with what you're saying in the chat. They need 18 points to be even with them. Then Belgium scores 2, so they need like 28. And I agree with that part. But for the part where you say it's over, it's not over till it's over. Now, I think the game will technically be over once we reach the 3-minute mark, and it's still a 20-point lead. Thank you to FIBA for highlighting me. I appreciate the shout out. And I love these chat parties. They are so much fun to do. Mid-range shot from the elbow is going to be no good. Trying to rip the ball away in a jump ball. So good job. She could have given up on the play, just been like, oh, I didn't get the rebound. Let me get back on defense. No, she went after that ball, and instead of fouling, was able to get the jump ball. Now, it's going to be Belgium's ball because they have the possession arrow. But still, now they have possession in their favor if there's another jump ball. So I love that. A drive to the basket by number 99, Ine Horace. She misses her shot. See how this play goes. Sets a screen. Messiman looking. Kicks it off, and it's going to be intercepted by number 7 of Spain. And that is Alba Torrens. But that's going to be quickly stolen back. As Horace, she gets the steal. Cazorla called for the foul. Messiman drew it on the interior just beyond the right block. Looking for an opening. Pass to the right corner. Threes just overshot. Delar misses the shot. Now Cazorla drives to the middle of the lane, and she misses on her layup on the fast break. Spain has just really struggled this game offensively. Like I said, their star player, Gustafsson, has done well in this game. She just didn't have any support around her when it comes to offensive scoring. They've been getting the ball to her. They've been helping her get open, but it's not a one-woman show. So that's where I'm seeing some of the issues for Spain in this game. They played very well in the group stages, but they're falling short in this first round of the bracket. In my opinion, Belgium is the only team with Australia that can give USA a run for their money. We'll have to see if that pans out. They very well could, especially if they play like this, if they're able to get these kinds of results. Still, USA, Australia, these are going to be tough teams for Belgium to go against. And we take a look quickly at the bracket. We'll have to see who ends up in the finals. As you're saying, Australia has a chance to beat USA. USA first has to win their game against Nigeria, and then tomorrow they'll be played between Australia and the United States in the semifinals. With how things are going, Belgium will more than likely advance in this game. A three rattles around, no good. Germany and France will face off in the very next game, so make sure you guys tune in for that chat party. And whenever we take a look at the poll, 681 people voted in the chat. Who you got? 54% of you said Belgium. It looks like you will be correct with this win. You can vote for your MVP. This is a fan vote. But go ahead and click the link and provide your input on who you think should be MVP for Paris 2024. It's a tall order to try to come back on this game. Right now, they're breaking even 4-4. If Spain was able to break even with Belgium in the third quarter or the second quarter, then I would have believed that there was a chance for Spain to come back in this one. Again, tall order. Never officially done until it's over. We could just see some type of big momentum shift, big inspirational moment, something like that. Spain could come back, but I'm not hopeful for it at all. Again, part of that would have to come from the fact that Belgium would need to just have all kinds of offensive struggles. Right now, both teams are having their offensive struggles. They've only scored 4 points in these 4 minutes. They've scored 4 each, I should say. And that's another interesting point that was made by the commentators. That your leading scorers, your 2 leading scorers for Spain, are on the bench right now. Linskens kicks to the corner. 3 attempted. 3 is too strong for Belgium. Has some space for a layup. Goes up for 2 and just wasn't able to get the layup to go. That was Cazorla on the missed layup. Now an opportunity off of the steal. Cazorla is going to drive, take a shot at the elbow, and gets a friendly bounce off the rim, off the backboard, and in for 2. Gustafsson is off to the side, sitting, waiting to sub into the game. Ball's going to be tipped away. Fast break opportunity here for Spain. Terens takes a floater, almost knocks it in. Instead, she's going to go line for 2 free throws. Somebody says, come on, Spain. 16 more points, Spain. We'll have to see. Now, notating a couple players that are shifting into the lineup. Gustafsson is in for Gill. Messiman's in for Delar. And Venlo in for Joris. So, 2 of the top players, 1 for each team, have entered into the lineup. So 2 for 2 at the line. Now it's a 14-point game just like that. Kick to the corner, to the inside. Going to be stolen away. Gustafsson picks up the ball. I'm going to have to watch how this happens. Valero gets a 3, and it's wide open. There is no way she's missing that one. Now it's an 11-point game. Just like that. This is exactly what I was saying that Spain need. They need stops. They need to halt Belgium. And they need to find that offensive spark. The defense that leads to the offense. Deep 3 attempted. Splashed in by Belgium. Vanloo for 3. And we see the play-by-play, and it looks like Belgium found their spark offensively. They get the steal, and I just saw the steal happen. It was on a pass. The layup is good. Back to a 16-point lead for Belgium. Get a little too hopeful sometimes, and stuff's happened. Gustafsson on her layup. I'm surprised she didn't take the 3, though. She's done well from beyond the arc. I really would have preferred to see her take the 3. She had the space for it. She just didn't take it. Linskins, she'll have the turnover. And Ortiz and Gill into the lineup. 5 on the floor right now. Ortiz, Gill, Torrens, Valero, and Gustafsson. Belgium, they're 5 on the floor. Remet, Delar, Messiman, Linkskins, and Van Loo. Gustafsson misses her shot. Oh, wow. So a great rebound by Ortiz. She goes up for 2 immediately and misses her shot. But she draws the foul, making her first free throw. Ramit, I believe she's fouled out. Yes. Let's double check that box score for her to see how she finished. So she has 5 fouls. She finishes with 5 assists, 1 rebound, 8 points, 1 steal, 1 block. 2 for 2 at the line. Again, there have been so many opportunities for Spain. They get turnovers, and right here is a perfect example. They get a turnover and they're not able to score off of it. Still, Spain has the ball for the possession. Gustafsson gets blocked. She'll go to line for 2. Linskin's called for the foul. Let's go and take a look. Linskin, she's sitting at 2 personal fouls. 2:25 remaining. So this is a situation for Belgium to just hold on. Just keep playing some good defense, and they'll hold on. They'll move on to the semifinals, and they'll play the winner between France and Germany. Just too shy of 4,700 viewers. Thank you for joining us for the broadcast. This passing is just so loose on this fast break, but they're able to slow it down. Belgium able to maintain the possession. I was so sure there was going to be a turnover, and just as soon as I say that, I watch and dribbled it out of bounds. Just lost possession of the ball. Van Loo. Villaro takes a contested 3. It's well short. Didn't even hit rim. If you're enjoying the broadcast, make sure to give it a thumbs up. We're at 64. Let's see if we can get to 100 before the end of this. Just with all of your support, just all of you go ahead and click that thumbs up. Fading 2. What a shot. Extends it back out to a 14-point lead for Belgium. That was Messiman on the fadeaway. Gustafsson trying to avoid a jump ball situation. Instead loses possession. Belgium is going to win this game. 14-point lead, 1:20 left. Quick steal by Spain. I want to take a look at just something real quick. So, when looking at Spain, they have 12 steals. They had 4 whenever it was the start of the third quarter. They've gotten 8 steals in the second half, but they don't have many fast break points to show for it. And that's what they keep doing. And I believe most of these have come from the fourth quarter. They get a steal, go to the other end, and then don't produce any results for it. Or they force a turnover and don't produce any results for it. And that's where Spain just fell short here in the fourth quarter. 21 turnovers by Belgium, and Spain was not able to take advantage. Spain only had 15 turnovers. Oh my gosh! Van Loo. Oh my gosh. If you didn't see it, Van Loo, she just put up a shot well after she was fouled, well beyond the three-point line, just kind of messing around, and it went in for 3. But because the shot was so late after the foul, it doesn't count. So it was, wow, what a shot. Foul will be called. Belgium will go to the line for free throws. Chatting with Chad, I'm surprised Nigeria made it to the women's quarterfinals for basketball. That's going to be interesting to see versus USA. There have been some surprises throughout this entire Olympics on things that have happened. I want to try to see if I can find the information on something that I wonder if I can find it on our nice FIBA basketball website. Trying to see if I can find it real quick. It was 3x3. And what was a bit of a surprise to some people was the fact that the women's team, they got third place. Messaman will go to the bench, and that's going to be it for her in this game. Take a look at her box score. Messaman 19 points. Also, Linskens with 19 points. Those are the two players that really stood out. Delar with 13. Van Loo with 13. Van Loo, excuse me. And next change of possession, the shot clock will be dead. 3 is off the mark. Spain looks to pick up the ball. They draw a foul, but the shot clock is now dead, and this is going to be a victory for Belgium. 13-point lead. But yeah, the winners of the women's Paris Olympics is Germany, and second place went to Spain.
Sometimes you have to let certain people know, you know. Can't mix up in that. Can't mix up in that madness, you get me?
So somebody already providing the information. Australia is in, Belgium is in, France is waiting to see if they're going to continue as a host country, but they're going to have to face off against a strong Germany team, and Belgium will be dribbling out the ball here. 10 seconds, and that's going to do it. 79-66. That's the final, and we'll see Belgium move on. This has been a fun game to watch. It's been interesting because if you were listening to the commentators, they weren't showing favoritism, but they were talking about how strong of a team Spain is, and I was agreeing with that Spain is traditionally a strong women's basketball team when it comes to international play. They do not fall short very often, but Belgium came to play. They came off with a strong start. Spain answered, but then once they realized what Spain was able to do to answer, they made the adjustments they needed and won every quarter after that. I will say that Spain did win this quarter, though. Taking a look, they won the quarter 17-12, but that's just not enough. So it was a lot of fun calling this game. Taking a look at some of the chat. Chatting with Chad, just providing all the great information that's available. Now imagine if Nigeria beats USA Ladies. That was an interesting comment. It'll be interesting to see how that game plays out. And we're going to have and now Belgium is doing a post-game celebration where they are just clapping along with the fans. I absolutely love it. Well, that's going to do it for me and this broadcast. It was a lot of fun to watch and really see Belgium step up. Again, box score real quick for Spain. Their top player was Megan Gustafson with 21 points, 8 for 16. Cazorla, had 13 points. And then the next closest player scoring was Mariana Ortiz with 9 points. Again, there were two factors in this. One, fourth quarter, there could have been this comeback from Spain, but they didn't take advantage of the turnover opportunities. They didn't score off of them. Second, for this game, Gustafson and Cazorla were the main two scorers. And besides Ortiz, there was nobody really stepping up offensively trying to help this team. earn those points, and they only had 66 for the game. Belgium had numerous players scoring for them, especially in double digits. That's going to do it for me. I'm Justin Taylor, and we appreciate you joining us for this event. We'll see you next time in the next chat party. Stick around, and there will be France versus Germany. See you next time.
Goes through the stomach, so I wanna give a shout out to my girl chicken dish. I'm a monster with the beats, ask them youngins on the streets. $50, I bet all of them agree with me. I'm a yes man, tell a rapper no.